Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Lacuna. And how are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. So, today we have a new episode. I am going to try to finish the entire game. I know there's still a lot left because we only finished the first part, but I do want a completed series in my YouTube at least because a lot of the games that I play, of course, is farming games, and we know how long those take. So, yeah. So now we're on our way to Sakura Hotel where we believe the sniper shot Foreign Minister Banny from. Okay, so this is our colleague Saito. Good evening, Neil. Hey, Saito. Looks like you beat me here. Well, the rest of us use scars, you know. I know. So I think if you watched the previous episode, Neil has a thing about cars. He might have a little bit of a trauma around it because he doesn't seem to like it. Like in the last film, in the last episode, his partner Gary offered to send him someone to pick him up, and he's like, "I can take the train." And now it's also implied here that he doesn't really like cars that much, and I don't blame him. Like these speeding flying cars, I don't know if I'm ever if I'm gonna be comfortable with them. Anyway, so Saito says, "Let me bring you up to speed. We locked down the hotel and told the staff that nobody can go in or out. Holloway is keeping an eye on everybody in the lobby. I flew a drone up to the highest room. Long said that that's where the sniper might be. It's empty, lights out and no signs of life. Figured as much. Snipers don't usually stick around. But I did see lights in the room below. Maybe the guest in there saw or heard something. Okay. I'll pay them a visit." The receptionist said that the sniper's room was rented out to a gentleman named Diaz. I got his ID chip number already, currently running a citywide search for it, but without success so far. Do we know what Diaz looks like? They don't have any surveillance cameras in the hotel. You know how it is, rich people in their privacy. So no, we don't know what he looks like, but maybe you can find out. I opened the sheet. Let me send that to you. Okay. What did you tell the staff? That we have reason to believe that a dangerous criminal escaped from the hotel. Good work. Let me know if you get a hit on the perp's ID. I'll be inside if you need me. Good luck. Alright. Good luck. Reminds me of Taken. Oh, nice. I like the glow, the reflection of the neon glow on his face. Receptionist. Good evening. Good evening. Neil Conrad, CDI. Could you answer a few questions? Naturally. Do you have any relevant information on Mr. Diaz for me? Anything suspicious? Nothing out of the ordinary. I sent all the information we have to your colleague. Payment info, ID number, those kinds of things. I see. I'd like to have a look around Diaz's room. Do you have a universal key card or something? If if it's absolutely necessary, yes, it is. Here you go, sir, but please be careful not to disturb any of our guests at this late hour. Thanks, I will. Good evening, Agent Long, CDI. Hey Gary, I've got a key card. Let's have a look at Diaz's room. Alright, let's get up there. Please keep it down in the corridors if possible and mind the carpets. Well, he's doing his job. Yeah, he's just worried. Wait, where's Gary? Gary? Didn't come with me? Were we not gonna Ooh, I can hear water. Is this water cascading over the rocks? That's so cute. I like that. Oops. Okay, we've drawn our gun. CDI! Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Hands in the air. Not a very good detective show watcher, am I? An almost empty whiskey bottle, and a pretty expensive one at that, judging by the receipt. A piece of paper, it's empty except for a strange hand-drawn symbol in the middle. Might be relevant. Fancy bathtub. Maybe the perp used it? We should have the whole bathroom checked for DNA. Hey Gary, could you come over for a second? Did you find something? I'm pretty sure a piece of the window pane was cut out and put back in. Judging from the blue residue, they used a pocket laser cutting device. You think the sniper could have fired from here? It's possible. He'd have to be a really good shot though. I also saw a tiny blood stain on the carpet below. Maybe the perp cut himself when he handled the piece of glass. Good work. I'll go back to my post and call the DNA guys. Let me know when you're done. Alright, so just have one more scan here. I'm just switching between the augmented reality and the sprint because it's so painfully slow. Here we go. Whoa. What the? Draw gun, freeze, deactivate the drone, or stay calm, ma'am. We're with the CDI. He needs to protect himself because the drone seemed to have something. Seemed to be armed with something. Okay, freeze, Neil Conrad, CDI. Get that drone out of my face now. If a muscle tenses in your trigger finger, you're a dead man. The drone reacts many times faster than any human being. And the same goes for the gorilla behind you. Final chance to comply or holster gun. We're just here to talk. I don't want to not... Okay, let's holster the gun. I mean, she's an old lady. Maybe she's not, you know. She is surprised. I don't want to scare her anymore. We're just here to talk, says Neil. Didn't the CDI teach you to knock first? Mrs. Norton said. We're in the middle of a high-profile investigation. Manners still matter. On that note, would you mind calling off your armed drone? Fine. Please make yourselves comfortable. We'd rather stand. You need to answer a couple of questions. Everybody wants a piece of me these days. Make it quick. I'm a busy woman. So, do you know your upstairs neighbor? Did you hear a gunfire earlier, or that's all? Did you hear a gunfire earlier? A gun? What kind of war zone is this? Answer the question, please. No, but now that you mentioned it, I heard some noise earlier, sometime between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. I thought someone had popped a cork. Anything else? Make it quick, I'm a busy woman. Busy woman, walking down... Okay, do you know your upstairs neighbor? Here in the hotel? I never saw him, but I heard him take a phone call in the corridor earlier, around 11 o'clock. At 11 in the evening, in the corridor? I believe he was pacing up and down the hall until the person he called picked up. Then he went to his room. Was it a live conversation, or did he get a recorded message from someone off planet? He spoke too, so it must have been a live conversation. What did he say? I don't know. I didn't pay much attention. He might not have spoken Garian at all. Anything else? That's all, thanks. So you're going to leave me alone now? We might still have to bring you in for questioning, but for now, please stay put and wait for further instructions. Of course I'll stay. My tea isn't even cold enough to drink yet. She's so sassy, I like her. And yeah, her tea is still steaming right here. Okay, sorry, just give me a moment guys. My allergies, my nose is itchy. So let me just, sorry about the noise. Let me just pop in my antihistamine because it's so itchy. And I do have another medicine to drink. Oh, that's so itchy. Alright, so let's go down. We're done with the investigation here. Gary, I think we're done up here. Let's go downstairs. A couple of potential witnesses are waiting in the lobby. We really need to track this Diaz guy down. Maybe one of them has seen him leave or even spoken to him. Go ahead and question them. You should also have a look around. It's no crime scene, but you never know where you'll find a clue. I'll be waiting at the reception. Come talk to me once you think we're done with this place. Right. So also, it took me a while to record this, to record anything because it's been raining for a week. Like I said in my previous video, I think in Hades, the most recent Hades video, that it's pouring down. Like for the past week, it's been really intense, so it's impossible to record without it kind of interrupting the recording. So hopefully the rain doesn't isn't as strong today. It's still raining, but not as much as the past few weeks. Okay, Neil says, Saito, anything new? Well, I tried to find out how Diaz escaped from the hotel. Banny was shot at 1:39 a.m. I suppose that Diaz left shortly after that, probably between 1:45 and 2:15. So we have an idea when he left. The big question right now is how. There's a functioning ID scanner at the door that only picked him up once, when he arrived. That means that he can't have left through the front door. Could he still be here? No, I've had my drone scan the whole building for his ID twice already. He must have gone out through the back door. But you don't get far that way by foot. My theory is that he was picked up by a getaway driver in the backyard. There is a vehicle tracker on the launch pad that scans each car at the exact time it lands here. It lands there, sorry. Cars aren't allowed to stick around for long on the launch pad. It's just meant for quick deliveries and pickups. Here's the thing. I went to ask the guard to pull the data for me a couple of minutes ago. He said someone had turned it off earlier tonight. Swore it wasn't him and that he hadn't noticed. We have to find out who it was. If we confront whoever helped Diaz get away, we might find out where he went. I'm sending a sheet to your cell. Submit it as soon as you think you know who disabled the tracker. Maybe the traffic data will still help, even though parts are missing. The guard said your AR module can read it directly from the scanner on the launch pad. Roger that. Alright. So we're at the next part of this investigation. Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you a question? Receptionist. Happy to help. Did you see anyone leave between 1:30 and 2:15 about the vehicle tracker, or what does Diaz look like? What does Diaz look like? Do you know what Mr. Diaz looks like? Unfortunately, I've never met him. The reception wasn't occupied when he checked in last night. He used our electronic check-in service. Ooh, cool. Thank you. Happy to help. Okay, next question. Did you see anybody leave? Okay, did you see anybody leave between 1:30 and 2:15? No, I was fast asleep until I got called down to the lobby. I have my own room upstairs. Oh, fancy receptionist. Your own room? Do you live here? Mostly, yes. Thank you. Happy to help. About the vehicle tracker. My colleague said that the yard is in charge of the guard, sorry. I can't read today. My colleague said that the guard is in charge of the vehicle tracker in the backyard. Is that correct? Yes, Mr. Smith. Is the tracker ever turned off? Turned off? No, it operates around the clock. And it doesn't usually break or have any hiccups of any sort? I don't think so. It was installed the day before yesterday. I can't imagine that it's already acting up. But Mr. Smith can certainly answer your questions about the tracker in more detail. He's usually not in contact with our clients. I apologize if he appears untrained. Thank you. That's all for now. Right. Neil, excuse me, sir. Pianist, how can I help you? Did you see anybody leave between 1:30 and 2:15, or have you met Mr. Diaz? Have you met Mr. Did you see anybody leave? I was right here all night, but I really didn't pay attention to that. Sorry. We gave a concert earlier and I kept playing for the people that stuck around. Thank you. How can I help you? Have you met Mr. Diaz? Diaz, the guest from the 8th floor? I think I talked to him yesterday. He was having a late night drink at the bar after he arrived. I was packing up my things when he went to his room. I asked him about the viola he was carrying. Quite an expensive model, I have to say. Did he show it to you? Or thank you for your help. Did he show it to you? A viola, huh? Did he show it to you? No, he kept it in his case. He generally wasn't the talkative type. Okay, so now we know where the sniper was hidden. Okay, what does he look like? He's a redhead with a beard. Thank you. That's all for now. Alright, so let's go here next. Is there... Sorry, I haven't been checking for any possible clues here. I don't think there is anything. Okay. Let's go to the bartender then. Excuse me, madam. Could I ask you a few questions? Okay, did you see anybody leave between 1:30 and 2:15, or have you ever met Mr. Diaz? Have you ever met Mr. Diaz? Diaz? Doesn't ring a bell. Don't think he ever came to my bar. Well, that is strange because the pianist said that he was here in your bar. Neil, thank you. I have another question. Okay. Did you see anybody leave between 1:30 and 2:15? No, I was back in the kitchen cleaning some glasses. Had a lot of dishes to do after the concert tonight. Can I go now? I have a young boy at home and the sitter can't stay much longer. I'm sorry, but the hotel is on lockdown until further notice. You might want to give them a call. It could be a while until you can leave. Thank you. That's all for now. What? Okay. Nothing here. Nothing here. Let's go here. Oh, can't interact. Evening. Could you answer a few questions? Guard. About the vehicle tracker, have you met Mr. Diaz? Or about the vehicle tracker, of course. I heard that the vehicle tracker was turned off tonight. Do you happen to know why that is? No idea. It's supposed to be no idea really. It's supposed to be running around the clock. Are you sure it was turned off and didn't just malfunction? Pretty sure. It said it was offline. I just turned it back on and it seems to be running fine now. Plus, it's only been there for 2 days. It's a good brand too. Can it be turned on or off from anywhere other than this booth right here? No. And it's just been you here all night? Nobody else? Well, sometimes I take a break. I usually ask Felicia or Bernd to take over and keep an eye on everything. Felicia or Bernd? Felicia's the bartender, the one who won't shut up about her stupid kid. Bernd's the pianist. Did they take over for you tonight? Yeah. Let me think. Felicia at 2200 and Bernd at 045. Both for about 15 minutes. Thanks. Have you met Mr. Diaz? Did you see anybody leave between 1:30 and 2:15? Or a car picking someone up? Could be. A bunch of people got picked up after the concert, but I'm more interested in people going in than out. I see. When was the concert over? It started at 20:30. Took about 3 hours, but some people stuck around at the bar a little longer. Thanks. Have you met Mr. Diaz? Diaz? Who's that? A guest from the 8th floor. He arrived last night. No, haven't talked to any guests in a while. Thanks. That's all for now. Okay, so now we need to check the launch pad. Ooh, scary music, intense music we're having here. Pianist. Sorry, am I interrupting something? No. Going for a smoke? Yep, might as well. It sounds like you're going to keep us here for a while. Probably. Hey, I have a question. Do you always store your whiskey in the backyard? That's an expensive brand to just leave out here. Oh, looks like they forgot to bring in part of tonight's shipment. I'll let the bartender know. Was the whiskey dropped off here by car? Yeah, the alcohol often comes in pretty late. Do you remember when they landed tonight? No. Wait, I do actually. I saw them arrive when I went back in after a break. It was precisely at 22:10. Are you sure about the time? Yeah, I was looking at my cell right at that moment because I got a message. Thank you. Okay. Okay, here we got the launch pad. Alright, so 22:10, right? Sorry. Okay. Let me just check something because I can't really. What did Okay. So the last time that the launch pad was active was at 22:04. Right. And then let me check the logs. The guard Felicia was the one overseeing the controls in 2200, then burned at 045. Okay. So most likely it's Felicia, especially since for me, because she also lied about Diaz not coming to her bar. The pianist said, yeah, he was having a late night drink at the bar after he arrived, so no way they didn't interact at some point during that. Let me go to the guard. Excuse me, sir. How can I help you? About the vehicle tracker. The vehicle tracker was turned off earlier tonight. I'm wondering if you might know something about it. But if it was turned off from 2200, which is 10 o'clock in the evening, and then this guy was sitting in at 12:45 midnight in the morning, why hasn't he noticed it? He's not one for detail, huh? Okay. Well, not like I'm one to talk. Anyways. Did you stand in for the guard tonight? I did, but just for a few minutes, and I touched nothing. Okay, so he wasn't interested at all in what's happening. Well, even I would do that anyways. Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, I wouldn't really touch it. I wouldn't really know how it looks like if it's turned off or on. Yeah, okay, it's possible. Was the tracker still turned on while you were there? I really don't know. I just sat there until he came back. Yeah. Thank you, that's all for now. Okay. Hello, Miss Bartender. We need to talk. Excuse me, madam. Could I ask you a few questions? Okay, about the vehicle tracker. The vehicle tracker was turned off earlier and I'm trying to find out why. Do you know anything about it? I heard that you briefly took over for the guard a while ago. I did, but why would I turn off the tracker? I wouldn't even know how. Thank you. That's all for now. Okay, who do I... Is there anything else that I'm missing? Okay, so I can submit the sheet, right? Okay, I'm gonna submit it. The bartender is very suspicious. Excuse me, I'm afraid we have to have another chat. I really gotta get home soon. I don't know if you have kids, but you've got to take care of. Oh my gosh, poor dog. I can hear a dog wailing. Okay. The guard told me that you took over for him during his break at 2200. After that, no more vehicles were scanned on the launch pad. However, the guard said that people were picked up in the backyard all night. According to the pianist, there was a delivery shortly after 10, but there's no record of it. The tracker must have already been turned off. Care to explain what's going on here? I don't know what you're talking about. If you won't be honest with me now, I'll have to take you in for questioning. What? No, I have to get home. Mr. Diaz is suspected of being involved in an interplanetary murder case. I don't have to tell you how serious it is to be complicit in something like that. Murder case? Shit, I didn't know what he was up to, okay? It was about the money. Did he kill someone? Please tell me everything from the start. Diaz was at my bar last night. He offered me a drink. At first, I thought he was going to hit on me, but then he said he needed my help, that he was expecting a visit today, and that his visitor wanted to stay under the radar. He asked me if I could do him a favor and turn the car tracker off, offered me a bunch of money for it. I had to take it. I really needed it, okay? I didn't think it would do any harm. I assumed it was about a secret lover, or a secret lover, maybe a famous one. Wouldn't be the first time around here. It's also pretty commonplace that our guests ask for special favors. This was a pretty small one, honestly. And then I saw Diaz leave tonight. He was picked up by a guy in a white van. I realized he had lied to me and I got cold feet. That's when I called the anonymous tip. So that was you. Why didn't you say right away that he got away in a van? I don't know. I panicked, okay? I said he was suspicious and I hoped you'd take it from there. I didn't want to implicate myself by drawing attention to the car. I see. A white van, huh? Did you catch any more details about the car or the driver? No, I'm sorry. What does Mr. Diaz look like? He's a skinny, tall guy with red hair and a red beard. Please, you have to understand, I didn't think it was a big deal. You can't tell anyone. I can barely make ends meet. I can't lose my job or go to jail. I have a son. I can't let this slip or I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Okay. It's hard because, it's kind of for an investigation, you still want to, of course, you want to be transparent, but at the same time, there's a little bit of a moral implication there as well. So it's tough. It's tough. I think I might know how our guy escaped. He bribed the bartender to turn off the vehicle tracker in the backyard. He still said it. Well, it's important information. After she did that, a white van came to pick up Diaz. The bartender gave the anonymous tip to the police when she realized that Diaz had lied to her. Sounds like a risky plan, banking on cooperation and silence of a stranger like that. I think that part was improvised. The tracker was installed only 2 days ago. Don't you think she might have been an accomplice from the get-go? Unlikely. If she was, I don't think she would have called in the tip. Maybe, but we should have her arrested to be sure. Leave her be or let's do that. Leave her be. Honestly, just leave her be. We've got bigger fish to fry. What are you talking about? She's clearly involved in this whole conspiracy, knowingly or not. She did something she thought was insignificant to make some extra money. She's probably underpaid and she has a kid. Do we really want to risk her going to jail? She should have thought of that. Knowing makes us complicit. We'd be breaking the law. The law and justice aren't always the same thing. Exactly. Gentlemen, I've been looking into that white van while you were talking. A vehicle matching the description passed by a nearby security camera at about the right time. So this is Saito speaking. Pretty sure that's it. I followed its trail. It was last scanned a few minutes ago and seems to be parked now. Where? In the lower layers, just a few train stops away. Excellent work. Conrad, go and check it out. I'm waiting for the chief here. He's on his way. Wanted to see the place for himself. And I'll go, Saito says, and I'll get back to HQ. I'm more of a help when I'm with a database. With a database at my fingertips. Copy that. I'll catch the next train and keep you posted. Right. Enter the train. Let me just check. How long have we been here? 30. Okay. Thank you, miss. I already told everyone. I have to. But at least she's not getting arrested. This is so beautiful. So relaxing, the Sakura tree. Dating elite. Find your match. Is there news? Ooh, there's news. Alright. Have I read the news in the other one? I don't think so. It's really beautiful, the graphics. Very beautiful. Let's see, we have got news. I think history to go. Okay, have I read this? I don't think so. Okay. History to go. Quick feed. Article by Charles Fly. Dated 1840-0504. Over the past few years, more and more inhabitants of Jovia have been demanding stronger Savient representation in the colonial government. But why is it that so many Savians live in Sector 1 in the first place? Find out in today's History to Go. In 1798, 1 year after Gara had kicked off the construction of Sector 1, a group of Savians from New Joran started erecting a dome of their own in a nearby valley. Sector 2 was supposed to be a new beginning and a new home for Savians who had experienced marginalization and oppression on New Joran. Its economy would rely on the mining and export of titanium, which at the time was just shaping up to become one of the most valuable resources in the solar system. In 1800, mere weeks after settlers had begun to inhabit the newly constructed colony, a series of underground explosions rocked the tunnels, causing thousands of deaths. To this day, the Sector 2 incident is the deadliest catastrophe in the history of space colonization. An independent investigation concluded that severe construction flaws were to blame. Some critics have ascribed the neglectful architecture to an anti-science stance inherent in the Savient faith. Really? We all know why it happened and who caused it. The Interplanetary Court ruled that Savient-led colonization projects on Drovia and across the solar system were to be halted indefinitely. In a controversial move, the court went on to grant Gara exclusive access to Drovia for 50 years. So, here is our motive for the explosion of the tunnels and the residential area there. Okay. In the immediate aftermath of the incident, Gara provided humanitarian aid to the nearby colony, evacuating the survivors and tending to the wounded. The Garian government offered anyone who lost their home a chance to migrate to Sector 1 permanently, which many preferred to returning to New Joran. The Savient population in Sector 1 has steadily grown since, becoming the majority a few years ago. Yeah. Of course, they're going to offer sanctuary because they don't want what they did to be exposed. Okay, what an independent economy would mean. Would okay. Article by Charles Fly, dated 1840s or 504. The possibility and potential consequences of an independent Jovia have been hotly debated in politics and the media lately. While many seem to be focused on the cultural and political dimensions, the real meat of the issue lies in its economics. As a Garian colony, Jovia cannot freely trade with other colonies or planets. Instead, it is forced to export its raw materials like the ever important Titanium to Gara under market value, which then processes or resells it at a profit. See, this is what's happening. We can see the plot kind of shaping up here. The big winners here are companies like the Gara-based mining giant Milix, but also Gara itself, whose hegemony over the solar system is somewhat dependent on its Titanium empire. If Jovia were to gain independence, it could start selling its Titanium to the highest bidder, which would spell massive economic damage for Gara and some of its biggest companies. All right, let's see. Sorry guys, sorry. I just ouch, I hit my microphone. Ouch. Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, here. Wait. Here we go. Saito. Hey Neil, did you find the van yet? Looking at it now, seems like they dumped it. Figured as much. I dispatched a team to your location that will give the van a thorough screening. You should leave it behind and go after the perp now. Maybe he's still close. Be careful, I've been looking into Mr. Diaz some more. His ID seems to be completely fake. There's no record of it before he checked into the hotel. Fake IDs are very hard to come by. You need a surgeon to put it in and a very good hacker who injects it into the federal base. Ooh. This is yet another sign that we're dealing with a big fish here, or more likely, a bunch of them. Copy that. Thanks for the heads up. Right, so where do we go? This must be the van we've been looking for. It has no license plates. It looks like a spaceship. Well, it's flying. It's a flying van, so. Hello there. Ooh, it's a pug! Okay, it's so cute. Punk, you don't look like you're here for the concert. I wish I was. Can I ask you a question? Did you see the person that landed the van over there? Do I look like a snitch to you? Do I look like police to you? Fair. If you're not a cop, what are you? Neil Conrad, CDI. Damn, CDI? That's even worse. Look, did you or did you not see the driver? I'm trying to find out where they went. I've only been out here for a minute. My dog needs to take a leak. Then we're going back in. You're taking your dog to a concert? He appreciates good music. Are we done? If you didn't see anything or anyone suspicious, yeah. Look, man, everyone around here probably looks suspicious to you. If you want to do some actual good, have a look around down at the pier. My friend Rob keeps having trouble with his business. Some assholes climbed into his boats, leave their shit behind, make a mess. That's maybe something to look into, but then you're not really interested in helping the community, are you? You have me all figured out. Have fun at the concert. Hello. What's with the fancy suit? Hello. The rope on this bollard seems to have been cut recently with a pocket laser. Excuse me, sir. Huh? Have you been here all night? Who's asking? Neil Conrad, CDI. I'm here investigating a case. CDI? Every time you're looking for a culprit, it's always down here, huh? We're all from the same city. Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. I noticed a rope over there that looks like it has been cut recently. Do you know anything about that? Did someone steal a boat? Did Rob call you here? Lie yes or Rob. Say Rob. Let's lie. Then you should talk to him. Rob! Someone's here about your boat. Well, tell him to get up here. You heard the man. Alright then. Let's go up. Rob. Hey, that's the first time the cops have responded to my call. I had some punks vandalize one of my boats last month, and nobody showed. Lie, sorry, but we're here now, or I'm not with the police. Let's lie. Sorry, but we're here now. Sorry, but I'm here now. Why did you call us? Because some asshole stole my boat. I told you on the phone already. I'm not comfortable saying that profanity. Okay. Right, when did that happen? It's 3:40 now. A good hour ago, I heard the engine start and then Ed yelling something. Ed? The man down at the pier? Yeah, he wanted to stop the guy, but he's an old man, you know. I went out to see what was going on. The boat was already leaving the port. I see. How long had it been in this harbor prior to being stolen? For over a week. Wasn't booked a lot lately. Is there a way to track it? All boats that go in or out are picked up by a scanner at the port entrance. The port AI next door has the data. Maybe it'll spit it out if you tell it you're from law enforcement. I'll give it a try. What's your ship's ID? No idea. It's called Berta. Don't you have a record of that? I don't know what to tell you. It's Berta to me. Will that name show up in the system? No, but it's painted on the side. Any idea who the thief is? Isn't that your job to find out? You're the cop here. Hold on. Are you? That's not a police uniform. Actually, I'm CDI. Okay, I was just gonna say. Actually, I'm CDI. Sorry I didn't come clean earlier. CDI? What the hell are you doing here? I'm investigating a different case. The person who stole your boat might be very dangerous. Why did you lie to me about being a cop, or are you lying now? Here's my badge. I really am interested in finding your boat, if for a different reason. Who's that fella you're after anyway? He's going to sink my boat or something? Not exactly. I need to find out what he looks like. Did you see him? No, but Ed saw him. Ed didn't seem too keen on talking to me earlier. He's an old grump, that's for sure. Any chance you could convince him to help us out? Ha! Nobody tells Ed what to do, least of all y'all upper folks. One of your bureaucrats chased him out of his old harbor. If he ever had any sympathy for you, that's where it ended for sure. Sounds like that's something important to Ed, huh? Won't shut up about it. So, are you bringing me back my boat or what? I'll do the best I can. If it turns up, I'll let you know. Alright. Okay. Let's go out. What an interesting neighborhood here. Oh, here you go. Port AI. Welcome to the Port Bureau, visitor. What can I do for you? Show me the recent traffic data of this harbor. Access denied. Traffic data is not a matter of public record. I am Neil Conrad with the CDI. Scan my ID. Scanning. Welcome, Agent Neil Conrad. What can I do for you? Today's traffic data. Come on. Understood. Displaying traffic data. Anything else? That's all. Alright. Saito, hey, any updates? Not yet, but maybe soon. I think our guy stole a boat. A boat? Why would he do that? Maybe to avoid scanners. Boats aren't tracked as closely as cars or pedestrians. Oh, pedestrians are tracked. Oh yeah, they have chips. Okay. Still, the boat should be easy enough to find. They're slow and there are scanners at every port entrance. The problem is that I do not know the boat's ID yet. But I do have a record of the local traffic data on screen right here. Traffic data again, huh? Do you know when the boat arrived and when it left? Approximately. I should be able to identify the right one on that list. Just give me a moment. Okay, send it to me via number pad as soon as you do, and I'll call you back if I find the boat. Will do. Talk to you in a minute. Alright, investigating time. Favorite. Okay, so incoming boats. The guy said earlier that Berta, the boat, came in. 1 second. The boat. Nope, not you. You. Yeah, so for over a week. So it came over a week ago. So now, all of these dates are very recent. This is from yesterday. So, what's happening outside? I can hear something. Seriously? Okay, just disregard that. Sorry, guys. Okay, so here, outgoing boats. So around here, 2:39 because it's an hour before 3:40. So 2:39, we have two entries here. 683,098. Okay, 683,098 came yesterday. So there's no way it's this. And then 220190. 220190. Not here. So this is our winner. Because it's the one that didn't arrive just recently. Wait, I need to send it to Saito, right? 220 190. Where are we going? Where are we going? Talk to it. Okay. Some concert they're having there. Can hear the bass. Excuse me, sir. Your friend told me that you saw the person who stole the boat. And what if I did? Then you could describe to me what you saw to help me track it down. Your CDI, you said? That's correct. That means you're concerned with crimes, right? Like fraud and theft? Sometimes, yes. You also help out folks from around here? We help everyone, or I'm in the middle of an investigation. We help everyone. Why do you ask? Look, I was thrown out of Matuna Harbor the other day. When I bought this boat as a young man, it came with a spot there. Now the whole area is being turned upside down. Construction everywhere. Richer folks moving in. First they tell us it's no big deal for us locals. 2 weeks ago, I'm landing my boat. They ask for money. New management, they say. Of course I didn't want to pay up. Truth be told, I couldn't have anyway. I call the company. All I hear is lawyer gibberish. So I decide to go elsewhere. Look at this beautiful pier I've been staying at. Not a single decent pub in sight. If you help me get my spot back, I'll tell you what I saw. I can't help you with that. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. I don't really have a choice here. Fine, I'll try. I'll be damned. Seems like things are finally looking up. Let's connect ourselves. You can call me as soon as you have my spot. Okay. Here's what you need to know. My spot was at Matuna Harbor, right next to the Red Herring. The Red Herring? It's a pub. The best one there is. I see. Very clever. That's where you'll find my friend Fred, the harbor master. Go talk to him. It's a few miles down the canal from here. A few miles? Can't you just tell me? This is really time sensitive. Nah, we have a deal. Like I said, I gotta shoot my shot. Fine, but it'll have to wait a little. I'm following a hot trail right now. Okay. Enter the train. Alright, gotta go. Ooh. Saito says, I got the ID you sent me and I found the boat. It's not that far away from you. Arrived at another harbor just a few minutes ago. I'm sending you its location, right? Saito? Hold on, I think I got a hit. A hit? On Diaz's ID chip. It got picked up just now. It's right next to the harbor where the boat docked. We definitely got the right one. Diaz passed through a train station on foot. So he got on a train? No, he was scanned at both exits. You're the closest agent to this current location. Get over there stat. I'm sending reinforcements. Copy that. And the boat? Go after the sniper first. We can check the boat later. I'm sending you the coordinates. Get on the train now. Thanks, I'll keep you updated. Isn't that a coincidence that I'm the closest one? Oh, they're having fun. It's a little bit of a shabby neighborhood, but at least the people looks colorful and feels colorful. This is where the harbor is. You can see the anchor here, but it's blocked at the moment. Oh, got a news. We'll read. Do I need to read it? Okay, I don't. I'm not gonna read it for now. Let's carry on with the investigation. Where do I go? Can't go here. I can't smoke. I need to focus. Okay, here we go. Grindel, get your hands off me. Please stop resisting, ma'am. What am I being arrested for? You have no right. I want to talk to my lawyer. Do you have a lawyer? Maybe. You don't know. Let's call them down to the station then, because that's where you're going. No. Why are you wasting your time on me? There's a guy with a rifle around here. Whoops. Miss Grindel, there isn't. Let's go. Hold on just a second. Neil Conrad, CDI. CDI? The Central Department of Investigation? A case leads me here. May I ask what's going on? Miss Grindel, I'm so glad you're here, sir. These two officers are making a grave mistake. The whole quarter should be locked down right now. There is a man with a rifle around here. Officer Marquez says, Miss Grindel calls us every week. Last time it was for a car that was too large for its parking spot. I think it's the van. Before that, she called us on a street vendor because he was lurking outside the apartment block. She's been doing that for a long time. We're finally bringing her in for wasting our time. Sir, please. You're with the CDI. Your oath demands that you take me seriously. I don't recall an oath about a Miss Grindel. Don't you see I'm one of yours? Your CDI? No, I'm an upper. I don't belong down here. When my husband was still alive, we had a nice place on the upper layers. It had sunlight and proper walls and no drug addicts lingering around the entrance. I've just fallen on hard times for a while. Enough. You've been living here for 12 years. Let's go. Sir, I swear I overheard some dangerous people. They have a gun and some important data or something. They killed someone already. She said, "Is it done?" And he said, "He's dead." Could you tell me the story from the start, please? I was watching something online when I heard voices coming from the apartment next door. I was surprised. It's always so quiet that I wasn't even sure if someone lived there. It was a man and a woman, and they seemed to be fighting about something. I wanted to make sure it wasn't domestic abuse, so I turned off my program and listened. You never know down here. What did they fight about? I can show you. When I got suspicious, I started recording them with my Officer Marquez, you did what? That's in violation of... Just listen to it, the things they talked about. Could you send the logs to me? Yes, of course. Seeing that graphics from a faraway distance between these two, it feels like they're fighting or something. Thanks, I'd like to ask all of you to stay put until I've had a look at the conversation. Officer Marquez, you're wasting your time, but whatever, we'll wait. Okay, let's check. Emails, dangerous people from Miss Grindel. Okay, man, they really did a number on your face, but I have to say, I kind of like the new look. Women, I don't. Are you drunk? I don't have to be drunk to have an opinion on your new face, woman. But you smell like whiskey. And what the hell happened to your arm? Man, I caught myself. It doesn't matter. Wow, this hideout's really a shithole. Woman, I've only been staying here for a few days. Where's your violin? Man, funny. I gave the rifle to blah blah blah, unintelligible. Zora, listen to me. We don't have much time. I passed by a scanner on my way here. They're probably on my tail already. Woman, hell, what were you thinking? You're still wearing the ID chip? Why didn't you go straight back to HQ to have it taken out? Man, were you able to procure the data? Woman, yeah, the old man didn't suspect a thing. Man, listen, you need to give it to me. The boss called and said that there was a change of plan. I'll take care of the handover. I called the guy we're meeting and told him that I was coming instead of you. He seemed a bit pissed though. I think I woke him. Didn't expect him to be sleeping at 11. Woman, are you out of your mind? They know your ID. They'll catch you for sure up there. Man, I know the route you were going to take. I know how to get on and off Joris Plaza without being scanned. Woman, why didn't the boss tell me about all this? And why the hell did we change plans? Man, I talked to the boss after the hit. He told me to come get you. No idea why they unintelligible. Come on, Zora. Give me the stick. We need to move now. The CDI could be here any minute. Woman. Boyd, you're unintelligible. Let me get my stuff. Man. Give me the stick. Woman. Fine. Here it is. Where are we going? Man. We should split up right now. Keep your head down and wait for me to get in touch. Get to the unintelligible. They won't be able to track me if I unintelligible. Woman. 8:30. Are you not making all this? Huh? Boyd, you're not making all this up, are you? Man, are you crazy? Of course not. Now let's get this mission over with. Come on, woman. Be careful out there, okay? We're so close to getting out of it all. Man, you too. Okay. Sorry about that mediocre reading there. What do we do? Grindle. So, what do you think of the conversation? I'll have another look at it, or I need to see that room. I need to see that room. I need to see the room they were in. Can you show me to it? See, I knew there was something fishy. Follow me. Thank you. Officer Marquez, what's this about? What's going on? This might be important for a case I'm working on. What case? It's classified. Okay, the apartment's over here. Hmm? Mrs. Grindle, this is where I live, and the voices came from right next door. Thank you. Watch my back, officers. Hello? Anyone home? It's like I'm just asking my neighbor for sugar. Okay. CDI, open up. You're surrounded. Come out with your hands on your head. Grindle, I don't think there's anybody. Shh. If you're not coming out, I'm opening the door on the count of 3. 1, 2. That's not 3. Everybody on your knees, hands on your head. I'm coming in. Clear. Please stay in the corridor, everybody. I'll have a look around. Oh, pretty tiny room. Talk to Miss Grindle. Is there anything else? Ah, the highlight was at work earlier. Okay. Excuse me, Miss Grindle. I found this key here. Any idea where it might belong? Oh, really? Let me take a look at the tag. Apartment 9, huh? It's for an apartment in this building, but they changed the way the rooms are numbered. The tag belongs to the old system. My apartment number used to be 4. The one you searched was number 5. There's a floor plan over there. Maybe you can make sense of it. Thank you. Conrad, what's going on? Hey Gary, we just got really lucky. I think that Mrs. Grindle over there called the cops on our guy. Looks like his real name is Boyd. He met a woman named Sora in this apartment here. I have parts of the recorded conversation between the two. I'm sending it to you now. Where'd you get that? Let's just say Miss Grindle is very interested in her neighborhood. From what I understand, the woman stole some data from an old man and gave it to the sniper. He in turn is going to hand it over to an unknown third party at Jorah's Plaza at 8:30. Good job, Conrad. I'll immediately inform the chief. We'll have to intercept that handover. Why would the sniper physically bring the data to someone, though? The only explanation I have for that is that it's tagged, that the network will pick it up as a leak. But that would mean that it's highly confidential data from the government. It's the best reason I could think of. But maybe they're just being extra careful. Hey, I found a key in the apartment the woman was hiding in. It belongs to another unit in this building. Maybe we'll find more answers there. Do you know which one it is? There's a number on it, but they changed the way the rooms are numbered. Miss Grindle said her apartment was 4, and the one next to it was 5 in the old system. There's a floor plan right there on the wall. Go take a look at it. Maybe you can figure out the way the rooms used to be numbered. I'll call the chief and bring him up to speed. Okay, so we're at floor number 2, which is the new arrangement. So this is where we are. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need to go to the 3rd floor over here, the room over here. But the stairs is blocked. Yeah, this is where I need to go. So we need to find a way. Okay, 1 second. I'll show you. So this here, it indicates where I can go in. Another way to get to the room there. So let's go. Come on, let's go now. Go for it. Can't go there, so I need to go down. Wait. No. No! I was in the right area. 1 second. Sorry about that. Let's do it again. Let's do this again. I'm supposed to... 1 second. I think it's over here. Yeah. Okay, over here.
I felt sorry for the old lady. Descending through the layers was easy these days if you didn't have one of the few jobs that still existed. Basic income wasn't enough for most people, even around here where living was relatively cheap. Although somehow our economy had never been more productive.
We love the sarcasm, Mr. Neil Conrad. Okay, so we're now at the... Where are we? 6th? Here we go. Right. Ooh! There's a woman. I'm just as surprised as he is. Hold on, I'll get you out of this. Is anyone else here? What are you going to do to me? Are you with her? My name is Neil Conrad. I'm with the CDI. Oh, thank God. Please, I need water. Of course. Here you go. Are you hurt or what's your name? Are you hurt? I don't think so. Just very sore. My wrists burn like fire. What's your name? I'm Lila. All right, Lila. You're safe now. Let me call you a doctor. All right, a medical team is on its way. Could you tell me what happened from the start? Yeah, okay. Hell, she was in here and she looked almost exactly like me. A woman was in here? Is this your apartment? Yes, I tried to fight, but she was so incredibly strong. It was like looking in the mirror. I had a twin. She must have had some surgery to look like me. Why did this happen or when does this happen? Uh, why or when? Shoot. Why? Why did this? Any idea why this happened to you? Why would she try to impersonate you? I've been racking my brain about that. Is there anyone she might be trying to get close to? I I don't think I know anyone important except for my clients maybe. Your clients? I'm making money on the side at an escort agency. So I'm not a I'm not a if that's what you're asking, I mostly just dress well and go to dinner parties. We only have high profile customers. I'm a student and it's a good way to pay the bills. Maybe she was trying to get close to one of your clients then. You think? I mean, it could be. I missed an appointment while I was tied up. I thought my boss would come looking for me, but nobody showed. Do you think she went to him? Oh no, what if she did something bad to him? You can testify that I've been here all this time, right? Don't worry, you're not a suspect. Who was the client? A public official or something. I don't recall his name. He wanted me to spend a night at this place. My boss said he was a regular customer, but I've never met him. Do you have any more data on him? Name, address? It was all on my cell, but the woman took it. I see. Is there another way to find the client's data? We might be onto something here. My boss at the Lotus Escort Agency has all of it. It's just around the corner. But but don't leave me alone right now. What if she comes back? I'm staying here until reinforcement arrives. Hey Gary, great timing. You won't be left alone. When did this happen? I came from a I came home from a client 2, maybe 3 days ago. She was already in here. I turned on the light and I saw myself sitting right over there. I barely had time to react. She jumped me so quickly. She must have had some augment or something. Knock knock. Hey Gary, Lila. This is my partner, Agent Long. Gary, could you keep an eye on Lila here for a minute? I need to follow a lead to her employer. I'll explain everything later, okay? Babysitting duty, huh? Alright, I guess. Nice to meet you, ma'am. Lila, how do I find the escort agency? Just go all the way up to the roof of this building. You'll end up on the next highest layer. Take a right and you can't miss it. Thank you. Okay. Let's go to Lotus Escort Agency. So let's go up, 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 up. Take a right. Alright. Hello, sir. Excuse me. Thompson. Closed. We're closed. I'm not a customer. Neil Conrad, CDI. Ah, good morning. That's a surprise. What leads you here? One of your employees, Lila. Lila, a sweet girl, nice and reliable. When did you last see her? Or I found her tied up. When did you last see her? When did you last see her? Not in a while. I just relay orders to her cell as they come in. Sometimes she doesn't accept. Mostly she does. There was a client she had this week. I need to find out more about him for a case. Oh, okay. Did he do something to her? I can't tell you. Could you give me his name and contact details? Oh, Mr. Conrad, I would love to help, really. But it's very important that we protect our clients' privacy. I'm sure you understand. I can't risk my business like that. Do I have to get a court order or please be reasonable? I don't like him, so I want to get a court order. Look, I can go and come back with a court order. It's going to be a whole thing. Much harder to hide than you just telling me right now. Thompson. Okay, Mr. Conrad, I have a proposition to make. I'm putting my business at risk by helping you, but you can help me make up for the damage. There's another issue that puts me in a very uncomfortable spot right now. One of my employees has quit on me despite her contract running for a few more months. I told her I needed her. She already accepted several offers over the next few weeks. We have a reputation to uphold. Our clients would be really upset if I cancel their appointments. Those are all high-class people relying on our services. I told the local police already, and they wouldn't listen to me. But I have the contract right here, see? It's signed and everything. If you can get her to fulfill her duties, at least appointments she already confirmed, then I guess I could help you too. Did she say why she wouldn't do it anymore? You ask her. She said she's quitting and she's been ignoring me ever since. How about it, Mr. Conrad? No way, or I'll talk to her. I'll talk to her. What's her name? Sheila Nowak. I'll see what I can do, but even if she doesn't come back, you're helping me for trying. Okay, fair enough. Tell her we're good if she goes to the clients she already agreed to. Maybe she'll listen to you. And don't mind her family. They're weird folks, Savians. Their unit is just below us. The fastest way down is through that big apartment building. If you're back down at the train station, you've gone too far and in the wrong direction. Be back soon. Please stay put. Okay, so we need to go down again to the floor that I went to earlier. Right here. There we go. Whoa. Hello. I feel like, is this chest hair? Yeah, it's chest hair. Good evening. Sorry for the intrusion. My name is Neil Conrad. I'm with the CDI. I'm looking for Sheila Nowak. Is she here? What do you want from her? I would like to tell her that myself. I won't just let some foreigner talk to my sister. Tell me what you want. What you really, really want. I showed you my badge. I'm not some foreigner. I'm an agent of the state. If that Thompson guy sent you, you're wasting your time. Sheila won't go back to him. I will make sure of that. It's all right, Anthony. Let me talk to him. I can handle that myself. You won't go back to that scumbag. Don't let him intimidate you. Would you mind leaving us alone for a minute, Anthony? Sorry for my brother. He's just trying to help. Don't worry about it. So, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? As your brother already assumed, Mr. Thompson from the Lotus Agency asked me to pay you a visit. Is that so? He told me that you refused to meet your contractual obligations. And you're trying to force me to go back? The law is on his side, or why won't you work for him? Why won't you work for him? I would like to know why you won't work for him anymore. What if I go back inside and refuse to talk to you? Then Mr. Thompson will probably try to sue you. Listen, I'm happy to help you if your brother doesn't allow you to work or Thompson is forcing you into something. Thompson is forcing you into something. Mr. Thompson is forcing you to do something you don't want. No, he would never do that. Sure, he can be a little annoying, but he's certainly not forcing any of the girls into anything. Listen, I want to study space engineering on FEMAS, but I can't afford the fees. As a Drovian immigrant without a degree, it's hard to find a good job on Gera. That's why I have been working for Thompson, but now I have all the money I need. Thompson told me you confirmed several appointments for the following weeks. Why did you do that? Wasn't it obvious that you'd have saved enough by now? That's none of your business. I will find out some way, or you can trust me. You can trust me. Listen, Sheila, you can trust me, but you have to be honest with me. I didn't do anything that is against the law. All right, then tell me. I got a call from a woman a few weeks ago. She didn't tell me her name. She promised me a large amount of money if I canceled all my appointments for the next few weeks. It was so much that I don't have to go back to Thompson at all, actually. And you didn't find that suspicious? Suspicious? No, I assumed that some jealous partner was behind it. Wouldn't be the first time. You said she wanted you to cancel all your appointments in the next 2 weeks. Which ones were that? Only one, yesterday. I got my friend Lila to fill in for me. Lila, huh? Who is the client you were to see? He's a regular. I've been going to his place every month for at least a year now. Is he someone important? Why do you ask? I'm sure it was some jealousy thing. Please tell me who the client is. I I don't think I can do that. Thompson will kill me if I give out the names of our customers. It would be really important for me to know. Maybe he is in danger. Okay, I'll tell you if you promise you won't force me to go back to Thompson. Everybody here is asking. Everybody here is negotiating with me. Okay. You did sign a contract. You have to understand, it's always been my dream to study space engineering, but my parents. I suppose you know that Savians have their own version of science. If my parents catch wind of my plans to go to a non-Saviant university, they'll try everything to stop me. That's why I need to do it secretly. Anthony helped me prepare everything without them noticing. My ship to Famous leaves tomorrow morning. Alright, or I can't bend the law. Alright. Alright then. I'll try to convince Thompson to leave you alone. Thank you so much. You wanted to know the regular's customer name, right? Regular's customer name? Regular customer's name, right? His name is Liam Campbell. He lives in the center. Liam? Alright, do you know his exact address? 144 Rumpold Avenue. I hope he's alright. He's become kind of a friend. I'm pretty sure he's fine. Thank you and good luck at university. He knows him? He knows.
Liam Campbell. Liam fucking Campbell. It had taken a moment until it clicked because I never called him that. To me and the rest of
Why
my
is he
division, he was
smoking?
just the chief. That's who the woman had tried to get close to. The director of national security at the CDI. My boss. Now what? Should I follow the chain of command and tell Gary? The chief probably wasn't too keen on everybody finding out about his habit. Maybe I should talk to him first. Then again, it might be too important for the case to be kept secret.
Alright, where are we going? We should go back to the apartment. Lila's apartment, right? Okay, now I have a dilemma. I have a decision to make. Because I need to decide whether I'm gonna tell Gary or not. Or I'm gonna go straight to the chief. Now, the thing is, there's gonna be a problem going to the chief because what if he has something to do with it and, you know, he does something to me and I don't have anybody else that knows what happened. But at the same time, I also, like Conrad said, it feels like maybe I shouldn't tell. Maybe I should go to the chief first, just to clarify things. Come back as soon as possible. Where am I going? I need to go to the Lotus thing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thompson, so how did it go? I'm sorry, but Sheila won't come back. Mr. Conrad, I'm sure you are joking. I am not. She's not coming back. But she signed a contract. I thought you were supposed to enforce the law. Listen, Mr. Thompson, this is a great opportunity for her, or you will leave her alone. I'm not gonna give him an inkling as to what Sheila's doing. I don't want him to stop her. You will leave her alone. Forget about the customer I asked you about. I don't need your help anymore. But if you don't leave Sheila alone, I will come up with something to have your place searched. I'm sure you won't risk that, will you? I just hope this decision doesn't bite me in the ass later. Mr. Conrad, I must ask you to leave my agency. We're closed at the moment. Remember what I said, Mr. Thompson. Goodbye. Yeah. It's a little bit, yeah. It's kind of. I feel like there's something. He's gonna do something. Right. Oh, Gary is over there. Am I the only one that thinks Gary, when he's like this on the side, he looks like Donald Trump? Neil. Hey Gary, sorry about being short with you earlier. I had to follow an important lead. Was it worth it? It was. Let me fill you in. Apparently, the woman that tied up Lila had some procedure done to look very similar to her. I suspect she impersonated her to get close to a customer. Lila told me as much. We had a little chat earlier. I'm almost positive that the client is the old man the impersonator stole the data from. The customer originally booked a different girl, but then someone paid her to cancel the appointment. Wait. Why go through the trouble? Why not impersonate the original girl? I guess because she's his go-to. She knows her too well and he would have noticed it's not her. How did they know that he'd pick an alternative and not cancel altogether? Maybe that's what he did in the past. Like I said, he's a regular. And how did they know it would be Lila? I don't think they did. The sniper said something about the woman's new appearance. Maybe they changed her looks after the appointment had already been accepted. And it held within a few days? That kind of tech is rare. But how is any of this connected to our case other than the perp talking to that woman? I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. It seems like an entirely different operation. Any idea who the escort agency's customer is? Wait, I should have turned it off. I can't tell you yet, or it's our chief. It's our chief. Sorry. Here's the kicker. I think it's our chief. What? The customer's name is Liam Campbell, and his address is in the right area. I need to call HQ immediately. When did she meet him? 2 days ago, I think. Alright, listen up. Meet me back at the HQ in half an hour. Let's go over all the facts again and get ready to intervene in that handover. I'll have Saito look into the owner of the hideout apartment. Let's sort the rest out later. Catching the sniper remains our top priority. Copy that. See you at HQ. Yeah, I had to tell...
As I was making my way back down through the maze of Matuna's living quarters, I tried to untangle the threads of the conspiracy before me. Every detail I uncovered seemed to open up a number of new questions. What exactly was the connection between the stolen data and Banny's murder? It felt like there was a bigger plan underneath, like we were just scratching the surface.
Okay. So, yeah, I decided to tell Gary just because I feel like I'd want somebody else that knows the truth, just in case the chief wasn't really on our side, sort of. So if something happens to me, then what's this? Saito. Hi Neil. I just wanted to remind you to check out the perp's boat. The harbor is right on the other side of the train station. Thanks for the reminder. I'll have a look. Take care. What's this? An ad for a bar named Red Herring. It's at the harbor just past the train station. Okay. Harry. Sir, may I ask what you're doing at Matuna Harbor? Don't think I've seen you before. Good evening, sir. Neil Conrad, CDI. CDI? Holy moly, that's unexpected. My name's Harry Truff. I'm with TSW. Can I help you? Could I take a look at the harbor? I'm looking for a boat that could be important for my case. I'm sorry, but TSW only allows club members and registered guests down at the pier. What about law enforcement? Right. If you can tell me the ID of a specific boat you're investigating, I'm allowed to let you in. Well, in that case, I'm looking for a boat named Berta. Its ID is 220190. Let me check. Right, that one's docked at the pier. I'll let you have a look. Please don't touch the other boats. Hey, Berta. Okay. Ooh. I have a few things here. A pocket laser cutting device. Its cuts leave a blue residue. An open first aid kit. Some untangled bandages lie on top of the other contents. A sink full of bristly red hair. Looks like our guy shaved his entire beard off. Okay. Okay, that's it for the investigation, I think. Check. Clues. Clues, clues. So he shaved the beard. 1 second. Let me just... Diaz's escape. This is case closed. Case closed. We only have this one open. The perp's hair is red for... yeah. A cut arm. Yeah. The beard is shaved. Okay. But we're not... There's no submit button there yet, so the investigation is not done. There are still some clues that we need. Can I check the amount of... Okay, smoked in total. He smoked earlier, right? When he was having a monologue earlier. Excuse me, sir. What does a place in this harbor cost? Do you know a guy named Ed? Do you know a guy named Ed? Ed? You mean Silver Tongue Ed? Of course I do. Lived here for 40 years. We often had a drink together upstairs. Shame he got kicked out when TSW started asking for rent. I met him earlier. He told me he misses his old spot. What would it cost to rent it for him again? What, are you going to pay it for him? Ha! Didn't think you uppers were good for anything. It's $50 a month, $500 for a year. Pay for Ed or don't pay for Ed? Let's pay for Ed. I need the information. That's some expensive information. Alright, I'll rent a spot for a year then. Done. Looking forward to having the old geezer back. You can tell him he can come back like next month. But I'm honestly not sure how long it'll take them to boot him for another reason. TSW is more interested in renting spots to tourists and private yachts. Oh. So was my deed useless then? Paying $500 useless? Okay, Ed. Hello? Neil Conrad here. What? Who is this? Neil Conrad. I'm the CDI agent. We spoke earlier. I don't know no CDI agent. You asked me to help you with your old spot at Matuna Harbor. I arranged it. You're good to come back. You what? Look, if you're making fun of me, I'm not. You can return next month. I paid for a year. I'll send you the contract. Huh, today seems to be my lucky day. Thank you, sir. You heard that, old lady? We're going back. How about in return you tell me all you know about the guy who stole your friend's boat. Right. I noticed the fellow when he started the motor. He cut the rope with a knife like it was butter. And those are big ass ropes, I tell you. Tough as bones. Did you see what the man looked like? I didn't catch a lot of details. He was in a hurry to get away. But when he started speeding away, it fell right off his head. Must have been a hat after all. Could it have been a wig? Yeah, or a wig. Whatever it was, he was bald underneath. Are you sure of that? Yes, his head was polished like a bowling ball. Great, thank you. Anything else you remember? No. Look, my eyes aren't what they used to be, and neither is my memory. That's all right. You've been a great help. Have a nice day, Ed. You bet I will. Okay. Well, now the good old man has his boat again. His spot at the marina again. Alright, where are we going now? Enter the train. Okay. Ooh, getting a call on the train. Bartender, Mr. Conrad? This is Felicia, the bartender from Sakura Hotel. Your colleague gave me your cell info. Listen, I want to thank you for not telling anyone what I did. But he did though, he did tell. You're not going to snitch on me later, are you? No, you're good. I don't think you knew what you were doing. I didn't know, I promise. Thank you. Listen, I remembered something that might be helpful. The guest you were after, that Diaz guy, I think he had a bruise on his arm. I saw it when he was on his way to the van. His instrument fell down. He rushed to pick it up, and he suddenly put his hand on his head. I saw a pretty nasty cut between his wrist and elbow. It looked fresh. Thank you for letting me know. Give me a call if you remember anything else. Alright, so he's bald. And he has a shaved beard, and he has a cut on his arm. Alright, so I think I'm gonna end the episode here. I'm gonna continue to play, but I'm just gonna end the episode here. Alright? Just so it's easier for you guys to consume it whenever you'd like. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you take care out there. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!